have it somewhere here, but in a way that everybody can follow. And so that on Wednesday, when we get to the actual debate, here it is. When we get to the actual debate, you might have a better grasp on the terms and stuff that are in here. So looking forward to that. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, well,
a lot thinner than I thought.
Actually.
Oh, by the way, let me announce this too. I have been hard at work these past 3 weeks putting together something for you guys that have a Google Home, like a home or home mini.
Yeah.
If you do, you can now direct your Google. I got my type here. You can now direct your Google Home to play you the latest episodes of Non Sequitur, and your Google Assistant will instantly pull those up for you. So
Impressive.
your favorite episodes of the show are now in action for Google Home. I'm excited about that. I have been programming that for like 3 weeks, and it works.
Ooh, wait a minute.
So if you
Okay, Google, play the Non Sequitur podcast.
Okay, playing the latest episode of the Non Sequitur Show, episode 22. Ideal Light Bulb LOGY number 2.
Nice! That's rad!
Which one is it playing? Wait, which one is it playing?
Hell yeah.
It's currently playing episode 22.
That's the one I did today.
What the if?
Yep.
What the if? That's one I uploaded today.
That's
Yeah,
fucking rad. I have that playing in the background.
So let me tell you, I that is kind of cool to see it happen live on somebody else's thing. But it like getting it to work. It took me like the first week. I would I typed in the code because you have to go through all these steps to get it to work, and I would be like, okay, play the latest episode of the Non Sequitur Show, and it would start. It would actually pull up the cartoon Non Sequitur. You know that the
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy that- a lot of newspapers. So I had to battle that for a long time, and I finally got it to where it learned the difference between Non Sequitur the cartoon and Non Sequitur the show. And I was like, no, we're the dumpster fire.
Hey,
We're-
Kyle.
we're the
Hey Kyle, all the people in the live chat, half of them are now listening to the podcast because it triggered their Google.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. Oh, wait. I want to see. Okay, so there's a lot of people listening on the podcast. Okay. Wait 1 second. Alexa, order Rise and Falls of the Dinosaurs by Stephen Brissett.
nice. This is awesome.
Oh, shit. Wait, my Alexa's doing it. 1 second. Alexa,
I just have Cortana. I feel out of place.
cancel order.
That's fantastic. Okay. So yeah, I think we're. This has been for like what, Steve? How long have we gone?
This is like 4 hours. And by the way, people have all said, a lot of people have said that this was the best show and after show combination that we've ever had. So
I agree.
guys. Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. Trevor, will you come on again, please?
When do you need
Yes,
me?
please.
Whenever.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I would love to. We would love to have you back.
Yeah, you're going to be a regular if we can get you because you're amazing, dude. Even I'm in awe.
We can
Yeah,
go
no,
through
I'm
different.
down.
It doesn't have to be a debate. A lot of our audience likes hearing like presentations on things. And Bill,
Sure.
we need to get you on here too, Bill.
Bill's a busy guy, man. Once he hits superstardom,
Yeah, it's like, oh no, Bill, I bow down to the mastery that is Bill Ludlow. Holy shit, dude. Oh,
Why have we not had you on here?
Either
man?
one of y'all would come here to Houston.
I've got a lot going on right now. I think I told you guys about the track site that I discovered up on the Mogollon Rim here in Arizona.
what?
Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, 3.5 years ago, I was fishing with my son, and I stumbled on some 270 million year old pre-dinosaur mammal-like reptile tracks, and it turned out that it was a place called Willow Springs Lake. I was literally sworn to secrecy for the first 3 years, or about 2.5 years, till we did the first excavation. And worked with the New Mexico Museum of Natural History with Spencer Lucas. He's the kind of the national authority on Permian footprints, and the federal government, because it's federal government land. And I discovered 22 sets, and what I call as a set might be 2 or 3 tracks, or it might be 100 prints on a 10x7 slab, And well, this year, and we did the excavation last year in August, and I published some stuff on my Facebook page, and I've done some presentations at the Arizona Museum of Natural History about it, and the Southwest Paleontological Society. I've done presentations there, but this year the water level is so low. It's like a historic low because of the drought we're having in the Southwest. I ended up discovering in just a couple trips to the same location more than what I discovered previously. So it went from like 22 sets to we're up between about 45 and 55 sets of tracks now. I don't even actually know the number. Every time I go there, I keep finding more, and it's turned into one of the largest track sites in the Southwest. So we're doing another excavation coming up in October, and I've been working on a video to get something out there because I haven't published on YouTube in a while, but something about the tracks. But it's like every time I do something, we find more, and it's not done yet. It's like I kind of wanted it to wrap it all up into one package and put it out there, but it's just it keeps building and keeps getting bigger. So it's been really cool. So, but definitely, I think I'm going to do something soon on the initial discovery. And then I'll put something out there probably in November once we wrap it all up in October. So,
Do you have any?
Talk about it. That could be an entire episode right there.
Yeah, there's a couple different types of tracks that have never been found in the Coconino Sandstone before. So, it's really.
Do you have any presentations of that coming up at all?
What?
Well,
do you have any present? Well, I'm Arizona native too, so I
yeah. I don't really right now, other than if you go to my Facebook page and look through my photo albums, I've got I show where earlier this year I discovered a bunch more, and then there was something published August of last year about 35 photos of the excavation and everything. So, but I like I said, I am going to try to finish a video. I did a presentation not too long ago at the museum, and somebody filmed it, but the format that they filmed it in, and just the quality of the video filming the screen that we were using wasn't really what I wanted. So I think I'm just going to take the slideshow that I did and narrate it and do a video that way. I think that'll come out much better. It's about a 30-minute presentation. I'll do that and put it up on YouTube. And then again, hopefully I'll have something in November about the excavation we're doing in October. So
Bill, I had no idea that you were involved with the Moenkopi Dinosaur Trackway.
Well, it's not Moenkopi. This is Coconino Sandstone. And it's about 265 to 270 million years old. So it's actually an older formation. Yeah.
It's older than Moenkopi? Why?
Yeah, and it's pre-dinosaur by about 50 million years. And I actually did a presentation.
I haven't heard anything about this. What the hell?
I did a presentation at the Geological Society of America meeting in May or in March up in Flagstaff, Arizona, when we had the regional meeting up there. It was May, yeah. That we did the regional meeting up there, in the middle of May. So,
wow. Man, that even tells you that like paleontologists, we don't even hear everything about it. So it's still, it's still Coconino, but it's not the Moenkopi.
Coconino, but yeah, it's previous to that, probably.
Holy shit!
Yeah. And no dinosaurs. Again, it's pre-dinosaur, mammal-like reptile. The largest tracks are that we found now about 3.5 inches, probably like an early Gorgonopsid type.
Whoa!
A lot of cynodont tracks that are smaller, average an inch to inch and a half, but I've got perfectly preserved tracks as small as 1 centimeter wide.
Jesus, that's...
Now, explain that in a worldwide
where is
So, yeah.
What the fuck? Where is this outside of?
This is 100 miles from where I live. It's up on the Mogollon Rim. It's the southern edge of the Colorado Plateau.
Okay.
About 40 miles east of Payson, Arizona. So
holy
about
shit.
200 miles from the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And it's at the edge of what was an inland sea. The Grand Canyon was more towards the center of this inland sea there. And that's why we see the layers that are, one layer on top of another. With
right.
But this is at the edge of the inland sea, and we see a lot of interbedding between the layers there, back and forth between the Hermit Shale, the Coconino Sandstone, and the Snebly Hill Formation. So, and it was like right near the edge, so the water table would have been high enough, especially in between dunes or in along the shoreline to where it was preserving tracks. And in fact, the funny thing is this lake is 2.5 miles around. All the tracks I found were within 1/3 of a mile. They're all right in one area. There's none around the rest of the lake. So it was just a hot spot. So.
Can you send me a link on this? Because
Sure.
this is the first time.
You say you're not on Facebook, or
I'm not on Facebook. No, I'm
Okay.
only on Twitter.
Give me afterwards. We'll hook up some out. You give me your email. I can send you some images and stuff too.
TrevorValle@gmail.com.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna be wrapping up here soon. By the way, I gotta get a couple super chats out real quick. At least this one. Sweet Heathen for $10. I had a really difficult night tonight, but popping in and out of here kept me sane. The balance of this atmosphere is soothing as well as stimulating. Never disappointed, and we are happy to stimulate you.
It kept you sane.
We were all here to stimulate you.
That's not something that we hear all the time. Usually, we're the cause of people's breakdown.
Yeah, I can see that.
But thank you for that, Sweet Heathen. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, guys, this was fantastic. Anybody have any last thoughts that they want to wrap up with before we?
Yeah, we gotta get Trevor and RM Huffman together.
I'd like to add on to Sweet Heathens and say that I do agree that this podcast helps keep me sane. This show in general, because
I never thought I'd ever hear anybody say something like that. This is weird to me.
It is really nice to come to a place where people actually discuss things and people are actually talking about things and they're not just yelling at each other. They're actually having a discussion. It's nice to actually see actual progress being made with people who know what they're talking about and education actually happening. And I feel like that happened.
Which episodes are you talking about here?
Pretty much every single one I've seen. I mean, the hosts, you guys don't really seem like you're never too hard on them. You always seem like you're more informative rather than being, adversarial. And that is, I feel like in the age we were talking earlier, in the age where you want to get, views and clicks and likes and blah, blah, blah.
It's a difficult balance, not going to front.
Right.
But, we made the decision. We don't do this strictly for views. I mean, anybody that can run a channel that can want to do something outlandish to try to get views, they can try to do. But that's not the goal that we're going for. I mean,
but of course we won't views because you do this for, because you want people to.
Yeah, we do it for. Yeah, I mean, to say we don't do it for views is silly, but
it would be a lie. But I early on,
we put out content we want to put out.
That there was a lacking thing on YouTube, and that was kind of what you were touching on. There's a lack of nowadays. People are too far to the extremes. They're either too far right, too far left, too far.
Absolutely.
Too far moderate now.
The middle has been forgotten, and the reason for that, I believe, is because people forgot how to talk to each other and have a conversation. If they
I did meet a militant agnostic the other day, though.
There's one on Twitter.
Oh no, we know. Yeah, we all know who militant agnostic
told
is.
me you don't know, and neither do I.
Oh, dude, I've gotten words with him, and I'm agnostic, and so even he drives me apeshit.
Wow.
So.
But if we all try to get back to the middle's a good place, and people forget that. So you can have your extremes and your extreme views, but all that does is cause fighting and for it to be a constant barrage of attacks between each end. And I saw that there was this void of that. Like people are either attacking each other in their videos, but they weren't talking. There's no kind of conversation. So by facilitating, yes, people like Wotan and Joe and Izzy, they aggravate us because we can't get in their heads and understand where they're coming from. But what we try to do is not just attack them. We bring in experts in case, like for Joe with the viruses, we brought in an immunologist. Tonight, we bring in a paleontologist. So we try to inform them from people who know what they're talking about. And if at that point they can't grasp it, then hopefully we swayed somebody who might be on the fence. But that's about all.
Yeah, you can't save them all. But we try to make sure that we have the appropriate people for the right discussions, right? And that's part of the charm of the Non Sequitur show is matching up the right combinations, which is why I want to get Trevor and RM Huffman together. Because would you be down for that, Trevor? He said he would.
Wait, who are you? You're
Huffman, the surgeon that doesn't know biology. That's a young Earth creationist.
Oh, the dude that I was going against?
Yeah, that dude, yes.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, he's fucking mine.
I thought that you might jump on that. That's why I was surprised you didn't jump on it earlier.
No, he's so mine, especially after he chicken shitted out on Twitter going, oh, why don't you schedule? It's like, I believe in this. Why don't you schedule Hovind or blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, look at you backing
Yeah,
down.
we got to make that happen. That's
Dr.
Dr.
I'll-
R.M. Huffman.
The
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Oh, I will own him like a fucking cheap suit.
Well, let me tell you something, Trevor. That's going to be a firework show because he is very confrontational when debating. Every time that we've had him on,
Oh,
here
I'm
anyway.
sure Trevor's scared.
Oh
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Oh,
It'll be
dear
one of
God.
those. It'll be one of those where it was like imagine if Aaron Ra was